Today on Eagle Nation News, we are a show highlighting the efforts of our Prosper residents. First up, Imogen Perez breaks down what students can expect for the upcoming year. Next, Daniel Compost sells the story of one business helping the community. Lastly, Ben Clark serves up how our tennis team is starting their season. All of this and more on today's edition of Eagle Nation News.
Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Imogen Perez.
And I'm Gretchen Seipert, bringing this week's news, and it starts
right now. Welcome back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us here again at Studio 301, and thank you for joining our first show of the year.
Yes, and today is Friday, August the 14th, and the weather today is a high of 101 with a low of 81 with sunny and clear skies all day.
But the hot August weather means it's time to go back to school. I got the chance to sit down with our administration to discuss expectations for the new year.
As the school year begins, both rules, new and old, come into place. So what should students expect for this upcoming school year?
When we're talking rules here at PHS, I mean, the first one that probably comes to mind for y'all is our personal device policy. So that's all personal devices put away throughout the day. That's headphones, phones, personal computers, all of that fun stuff. So it has to be stowed in the backpack. You can use Minga points to buy down a tardy. So if you ever have enough Minga points and you're supposed to have a consequence for a tardy, we can take that away. We still have all of our same policies for attendance. That's the same. You have to be in class. It's super important.
So the best way to get in contact with your counselor if you need something is to just email them. You can email your counselor and ask them to meet with you. A lot of them are here before school and after school. You're welcome to come during lunches. If you come into the upper house or the lower house, you can sign in to the kiosk and they'll get an email and then they'll send you a pass. So lots of different ways. We just want you to reach out to your counselor.
Mr. Hio and the rest of your PHS staff are working hard to bring the school together, making it fun for everyone, embracing that school spirit and Prosper pride.
When thinking about growing the PHS school community and our culture, I just think about students supporting other students. Make sure that all of our students are going and attending other events, that they're going to support their fellow classmates, because that really helps the sense of belonging here and it helps our school pride. So I'm really excited to see all of our kids out at all of the events.
Our APs and Mr. Hio is they try to make everything fun. We're awarding when kids do things the right way and they meet our expectations. So I think they just try to make school fun so that everybody wants to come and be here and participate in PHS.
And before we go, Mr. Hio leaves us with a bit of advice to start the school year off right.
If there's anything to add, it would be don't forget about those core values. It's so important to make sure that we're living that up at the ship, and don't forget that we're the best school in the country. So let's act like it every single day.
For more information, you can talk to Mr. Hio in the hallways or talk to your counselors.
It's great how the school is adapting to the new school year, to the new school rules this year. Something else that is new is Dutch Bros on Frontier. Ben Clark is on scene with more.
Thanks, Imogen. I'm here off of Frontier where the Abbott's will be turning into a Dutch Bros. The newly constructed building will be torn down to make way for many of Prosper's new advancements. Construction continues in the area with new business popping up every day. The coffee shop will look into start construction in late October and finish around the end of April. We'll keep you updates as this progresses, but this business is a great addition to Prosper and I can't wait for it to come. But what do you guys think about it back at the desk?
The Dutch Bros will be great for an early morning run and will definitely add to the Prosper community.
I know I will be there every day. Since school started, I'm still getting used to waking up early.
But something that is energizing is Hollywood news. Don't Go Talent Talk is up next.
Don't worry about parking passes. All permit passes will be passed out as soon as PHS gets them. As of now, all cars will not be towed.
With Hollywood filling up with more news.
Zach Thompson is in studio for this week's Talent Talk.
Thanks, Imogen. Starting the first Talent Talk of the school year with the smashing blockbuster hit, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. The film was released just recently on July 31st, 2026, and one of the most anticipated films of the year. Some fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, known as the MCU, found this movie to be one of their favorites in the franchise and found the film to be a, quote, fresh street level chapter rather than a, quote, cash grab. Spider-Man Brand New Day was rated 8.1 out of 10 on IMDb, 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 4.2 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd. The film includes some of Hollywood's most famous actors and actresses, such as Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Sadie Sink. Based on the reviews online, they seem to have done an amazing job for Spider-Man Brand New Day, and we can't wait to see what they do next. The hit movie grossed over $1.8 billion globally, which quickly became one of the highest grossing films in history. Wow, that is seriously impressive. You should definitely get your tickets to see it before it leaves the movie theaters. Now, personally, I am terrified of spiders, but Universal Studios has just the frights for Halloween Horror Nights. The popular amusement park located in Orlando, Florida, has announced their new haunted houses and upcoming plans for their famous Halloween event. Halloween Horror Nights features 10 haunted houses, terrifying scare zones, and even more. For this year, they have announced that there will be haunted houses featuring well-known movies and frights such as Stranger Things, Sinners, and the famous heavy metal singer Ozzy Osbourne, you name it. The blockbuster hit released in May of this year, Obsession, has a character named Nikki Freeman who will be roaming the streets of Universal to scare their guests. I think horror movies are the coolest, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. But I'm curious, do you guys back at the desk enjoy a scary movie?
I really liked Obsession, and I really hope it wins an Oscar this year.
Well, Gretchen, something that I'm obsessed with is charity. Daniel Campos was able to sit down with some of the workers at Grace Bridge to hear their story.
One local store in downtown Salina is not just serving customers. They're serving the community one sale at a time.
So our main mission here is food insecurity for locally. So we do the food distribution for the first and third Saturdays of every single month year-round. And then our global ministry, Master Cares, our initiative is water wells. We have a Christian academy. They have a vocational school, they have farms, and they actually have a hospital there.
Grace Bridge is on a bigger mission to serve, uplift, and empower local families by building lasting community connections.
I think that the local people, they feel good when they shop here and because they know that it's going to a better cause. So like the more money they spend, that'll help more people in need.
But their roots grow deeper than just sales, creating true value that stands tall.
Started back here in 2011, back in April, and we used to be off the square, and it was just helping people who let us know that they needed help. Now we're almost integrated in the community where if anyone needs any help, they go directly to Grace Bridge. And if we can't help them in any way that doesn't meet our programs or our missions, we're able to basically pivot and say, hey, this is an organization that can kind of steer you to what you're looking for.
It shows how a simple donation can turn into a real help for neighbors who need it most. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Daniel Campos.
If you have any items to donate, bring them to Salina Resale in downtown Salina. The store is open from Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. through 7 p.m.
Yes, Gretchen, and the donation line accepts drop-offs Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Grace Bridge is a great place to donate and serve.
But one pillar of our community is Prosper Sports. Don't go anywhere, game time is next.
Do you want Minga points for today's show? This week's Minga code is SHIP, all lowercase, S-H-I-P. Don't worry about parking passes. All permit passes will be passed out as soon as PHS gets them. As of now, all cars will not be towed.
Prosper Sports are starting up.
Dane Boyd is in studio with this week's sports update.
Volleyball team played Argyle last week, and they unfortunately lost 2-3. They are also playing in the Pearland Invitational throughout this week, with their first two games being yesterday, where they just fell short to McKinney North, losing 0-2, but bouncing back for their second game where they beat Goliad with a score of 2-0. They continue playing out through today and tomorrow, where they are currently playing Decatur and face off against Eagle Mountain at 2:45 today. Now jumping into the pool, your men's and women's water polo team played South Lake Carroll last Tuesday, with your women's team losing 9-16 and your men's team coming out on top with a 6-5 victory. They continued the success yesterday, playing John Paul II, where they won with a score of 19-14. Both the men's and women's team play their next game on Tuesday, where they play Hebron at the Louisville ISD Eastside Aquatic Center, with the women's team playing at 5:45 p.m. and the men's at 7 p.m. Lastly, your men's and women's varsity tennis team played on Monday, facing off against Frisco Emerson, with them unfortunately losing the match 6-13. They play again facing Allen next Tuesday at 5 p.m. at the PHS tennis courts, and next Thursday at 4:30 p.m. at Allen High School. But the tennis team has been putting in the work even before the start of school. Ben Clark serves this story.
Our Prosper tennis team has been cheering each other on even before the start of school.
The team has been practicing since the last week of July. Our tryouts started on July 20th, and then we did a lot of inter-squad competition to try to set placements for varsity and JV lineup. Following week, we had a day of practice, and we went straight into competitions within that last week of July.
They're not even just practicing, but playing games.
Well, we played a lot more tournaments. We had there was this one week where we had tournaments like every single day, which was really, really fun. But now in practice, we practice every day and then we have like a tournament once a week.
For sure, we had a very busy preseason schedule this year, so we had more matches than we've had in the past, and all of that is, situations that we've been competing really well through, and honestly kind of growing closer as a team, just growing better as a team match by match.
The tennis team is having to adapt to the summer heat with the new UIL temperature guidelines.
We've been following it pretty closely and monitoring it. We're always a little bit ahead of the standard as far as keeping our athletes safe.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Ben Clark.
Both the boys and girls start district play next Tuesday, so good luck to them both.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Thank you for letting us tell your stories. Once again, I'm Imogen Perez.
And I'm Gretchen Seipert. Have a great weekend, and
Go Eagles!